Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a significant game, and as expected, people have a lot to say. While many are loving it, others, well, Reddit, is full of some very strong opinions. What else is new? Now, to be clear, this is all in good faith. Everyone's got their own take, and that's what makes gaming fun. Unless it's Reddit. And some of these are hilarious and even legit concerns. So let's dive into some of the biggest rants and see what's up players' butts. I mean, what's got players up in arms. All right, let's start with a classic open-world frustration. Water. User Rune Enoch is baffled by Henry's absolute inability to handle even knee-deep rivers. How does Henry get defeated by waist-high water? I have to go around this whole river just because, oof, I can't swim. Bro, it's like knee-deep. Quit crying. I mean, yeah, it's hard to argue with this one. Henry is out here surviving brutal sword fights, but the moment he sees a little running water, he's done for. Now, the reasoning behind it makes sense. Limiting swimming simplifies map design and prevents players from breaking the game. But, as Rune Enoch suggests, why not just make swimming a skill you can learn? No armor? No problem. Just burn through stamina quickly so you don't go too far. It's a fair point. Henry shouldn't be getting outclassed by a puddle. Next up, we've got Oleus. Just a heads up, I'm sorry if I pronounce anyone's name wrong. I probably will. Who clearly loves the game. 160 hours in just over a week is no joke. But that doesn't mean they're letting KCD2 off the hook. Their biggest gripe. Horses? Managing horse inventory is a chore. The UI for horse stack is atrocious, with none of the stats for any of the equipment being shown to the player. Fighting on horseback is hard, and missing all the elements that might make the combat system on foot compelling, without there being any replacement for them. Horse combat in KCD2 seems to suffer from the same problem as the first game. It's there, but it's nowhere near as engaging as the ground combat. And if you're just flailing around hoping for a lucky hit, what's the point? Then there's road magnetism, which is supposed to help guide your horse along paths, but instead makes you feel like a pinball ricocheting between NPCs. And don't even get Ohio started on the horsemanship skill leveling absurdly fast, or late-game horse stamina turning Henry's steed into an unstoppable galloping machine. That said, they did give a shout-out to the secret perks with pebbles and herring, which is a cool little detail. But overall, it's clear they were hoping for a bigger improvement over the first game's lackluster horse mechanics. Also a fair criticism. Warhorse Studio gave us some tweaks, but horses still feel more like a tool than an immersive part of the experience. Ah, the pain of missing out on a pre-order bonus. User Spartanic_Titan is feeling serious regret over not securing KCD2's exclusive armor set. I have never before regretted so much being broke before a game came out. We've all been there. Usually pre-order bonuses are forgettable. Some cheap little trinket, a basic weapon, or a skin you've outgrown in the first few hours. But this time, Warhorse dropped something really cool. When a pre-order bonus is just another reskin, it's whatever. But if it's a unique and stylish one, oh, that's when the FOMO really kicks in. Hopefully Warhorse either makes the armor available later or adds something similar, because no one wants to be stuck looking like a peasant while other people are walking around like legendary medieval heroes. Autosaves are supposed to help you, but for Bethesda Anthrax, they become a death sentence.
So I am very early in the game, and I'm just at a mission where you start picking herbs for the first time. Well, I was walking back to her hut. It suddenly says, go see what's going on back at the hut. Unfortunately, I happened to be jumping next to a cliff at that point. You can probably guess where this is going. Mid-jump, the game decides to autosave, and then I randomly died on the quest, so I reloaded my last save, and it was literally saved with me jumping right next to the cliff. But I could not control my trajectory like I did while I was originally playing, and I died every time. So every time they load back in, it's just Henry plummeting to his doom on repeat. A medieval Groundhog Day. Except instead of Bill Murray, it's just a guy in the 1400s Bohemia getting reintroduced to gravity over and over and over and over and over. Honestly, this is hilarious, but it's also sad.
A perfect example of why you always keep multiple saves in Kingdom Come, because you never know when the game is going to decide your fate. Some people love deep storytelling. Others, they just want to grab a sword and start swinging. Loose Ad 5288 is firmly in the second camp.
Can anyone TLDR all the cutscenes I skipped at the beginning? I feel like it's been an hour even with the skips. I just want to play the damn game. Is anyone else frustrated by this? I'm literally writing this message as I let cutscenes play. God, when do the cutscenes end?
Honestly, KCD2 is not a game that rushes to let you off the leash. Warhorse Studios wants you to soak in the world, whether you like it or not. And for those who just want to jump in, that slow burn can feel painful. Some players are here for the story, others are here for medieval mayhem. Warhorse loves their historical drama. But if you're here for the open world medieval chaos and just want to swing a sword already, I can see how this might feel like a test of patience. Some of these complaints are totally fair. Others are very funny. But at the end of the day, that's what makes gaming communities fun. Everyone has something to say. Have you run into any frustrating, funny, or downright ridiculous moments in KCD2? Drop your best rants or comments in the comments, and if we get enough good ones, we might do a part 2. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our KCD2 videos.